always bad.
They're always bad. Hello. Welcome. It is Wednesday here in the great state of Alabama. Um, it's just been interesting. It's so interesting. When I started off as a young man in this business, I really didn't know anything, and I've been doing it now for like 15 years, and I've really been able to zero in on what is the barriers between me and success in this particular job as a realtor, and all these rules and red tape that the realtors, my competitors, previous generations and current, have come up with to create this illusion that there is a higher class of person, and that's the reason why there's success in real estate with some and not with others. And I don't believe that. I believe that is a toxic way to view things. And unfortunately, I even heard a client say today, the problem was the realtors went from 400 to 900, over a decade, and there's more competition, claiming they're professionals and they're not. And that came straight from my competitors. And I feel like it's likely because they're trying to get him to not commit to whoever else he might be talking to, and they're choosing to say things that are just toxic for other people's businesses in this business. I don't do the status quo. I'm going to make this business better every day that I'm a part of it. And, forcing people to work for you or just be toxic and run your mouth about them all the time is not right. And if those types of things can really cause some issues. And it's surprising to me how many people will partake, especially realtors will partake in it when they're facing a real competitor. And sadly, people just, sadly, I'm forced to rise above. And unfortunately, that means some tough conversations sometimes with some of these other realtors, and perception is reality. I was born in Pickens County. I'm from Pickens County, so a lot of people expect me not to be very smart, not to really have a diverse business or a big business or any success at all in business. Just go back to the farm, like they want. And Alabama has evolved. I know the Hollywood label for so long, had us Alabamians just as morons, but that's not the case anymore. We're very diverse. We have some of the best businesses, and we still have Christ. That's the main thing, is we still have Christ. A lot of these places that saw success and forgot about God, you're seeing the detrimental effects of that. And I can't be the first one to throw stones, but it's super important with my life, and I can see the difference in a lot of these other places. So that's why I love Alabama and I love real estate. I've been a realtor broker for 15 years now, and there's nothing new under the sun. You have to, sit down, plan out, see what you're dealing with. Thankfully, I was able to learn, from some people that had a little bit of success. They were okay with us learning, but not so much with that was another class warfare. My first job as a property manager with Cornerstone Management and Andy Turner, I really felt like I kind of missed the buck there because, again, I was just not a high class enough person. And if it hurts me saying that on this video, that's fine. What hurts even worse is to see the people actually choose a path of not being willing to work with people, especially when you worked under them for so long, or their benefits would have expanded your company. You're the people in real estate is really tough. It's really tough, and I'm so glad that I've had my father an independent, for his whole career basically. And so from the very beginning, it's tough. All these other agents, they want to go with what's hot, what's popular, listen to other people. Let me just tell you, if somebody finds some success, the last thing they want to do is go tell 10 other people how to do it exactly and in their market. So there is an illusion that if you're a part of a big brokerage that's got top producers, you have a very small chance of accomplishing that level of success, especially in a smaller amount of time, because that's just the way it is. There's the lead agents. And so to me, new enterprise and holding all of your, I have a broker and I have a broker license. It's worked out really good. I only give them 20% of the commissions that I make. I have total freedom. I have a personal relationship. He responds quickly, and it has benefited being a part of the same company since the beginning of my real estate career. Even though I started off in the management branch, and those two companies split. Um, but it's tough. It's really tough. And like I said, I heard a client say it today, and I know exactly what he's coming from. The competitors in real estate, they go after your integrity no matter what, and they're never going to say it to your face. It is really, really tough. And even the MLS was designed by realtors, and you can see it now. You look at the wild success of Zillow.com being the first to foot the bill to join all these different MLS branches, put them on one website, and now they're gajillionaires. And us, be a realtor, we only have access to one area, the West Alabama MLS. We have to pay them 3 times a year, like $700 to $1,000 3 times a year, all this continuing education. And my statewide Alabama license doesn't give me access to the statewide listings that we pay the most for, like Huntsville, Birmingham, Smith Lake, Orange Beach, Gulf Shores. You know, that just shows the design of the MLS was never had the realtor as a whole and the small guy at heart. It always had the establishment people at heart, and the things they've seen before they put in the code, and it handicaps the newbie. It's just the way it is. And that really needs to change. You know, we should have a centralized MLS where every realtor, that's an additional sale that we can make. There's no, just because traditionally a realtor in Tuscaloosa doesn't make a sale in Gulf Shores, say, that doesn't mean that that's where it should be or should have been. At this time, day and time, after we've witnessed Zillow and Realtor.com have this success developing aggregate websites for buyer agency, and of course, NAR gets sued and tries to kill off buyer agency altogether. That's how big this thing has gotten with the buyer agency and these different MLS offices and aggregate websites. It's whoever has the most information is who the consumers are going to use. So, it's just something to keep in mind. I've looked at all the MLS boards for Alabama. There's about 25 of them. And if you join them individually, you'd have to pay them all 25 of them 3 times a year, technology fees, all kinds of stuff. And then, you could possibly do something like that. But you're talking, $20,000 a month just to be able to do that. So it really makes it impossible. But you got to think outside the box. You got to think outside the box, or the establishment in real estate. I truly think that Real estate has always been an establishment type of thing. And, Zillow buyer side, traditionally, the real estate business has only been on the listing side until the internet came along and created a mega website with all the information in one place. You didn't have all these agents that are just making buyer side sales. There was no platform to generate a buyer and separate whatever advertisement that buyer saw, separate their contact from going to the listing agent to whoever's paying for it, and a company hosting MLS data that we pay to host, and they benefit off of it, and we don't at all. So it's really tough, and I think, even this settlement with NAR last year, it was still the establishment, trying to basically choke that off and give the power back to the listing agent, by not embracing it. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Buyer agency is a really good way to go. And I have no doubt some of these really good seller markets, I have no doubt some agents, would say, hey, sign up for 6% listing. And it's because I may have to offer 3% or half of it to another agent. And lo and behold, they sell it and don't have to pay the other realtor. They sell it themselves and they just keep the whole 6%. So that is where the antitrust issue came into play. And of course, my entire tenure, I've never had that happen one time. Every single one of my deals, I invested in Zillow, so I was always on the buyer side until new construction came along in 2019, and I started listing lots and land. See, and right there, everybody's saying, even the president, Joe Biden, was saying, get the commissions down. I'm counting on realtors to get commissions down. Well, what if this realtor sells a $30,000 piece of property in rural West Alabama, and I still need a proper paycheck? We can't do 3% or even 6% on 20 grand or even 10 grand. If it's a half acre parcel for $10,000, I have had to charge 10%, for deals like that to get to that at least $1,000 level and a decent paycheck for all of my time, because it doesn't matter. It still takes the same amount of cost and effort from me, regardless if it's a small, cheap property or a more expensive property. So, none of it makes any sense. And that's why I'm positive it was just they had the opportunity when it arose. NAR just chose to choke off buyer agency because it would ultimately hurt some of these bigger players that have just shown up, just like everything else with the internet. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know how, Zillow or Realtor.com could possibly keep the same momentum going now that every realtor is required to sign a buyer agency agreement before they even open the door, which means that buyer has to commit to them. No matter what, they have to sign something that says, we're going to stick with you, even if we have to pay your own commission. And they've made that they've blurred the lines with that so much. So, okay, that's enough for the soapbox. We'll try to do like a midweek, admin update. I realize there's not a lot of views on here right now. But I know how this works, and eventually, the information that we're giving to people will be found, and some of these opinions might get to the right people and make some differences here. YouTube is just a magical place. So many people. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. I've already shared the links out. Some of these may be from yesterday, as typical, but it looks like there's been a steady stream coming in since yesterday. Like it was, there was a big spike in listings yesterday.
State Farm was trying to charge me $197 for car insurance.
No way. $197 for car insurance. All right, let's see what we got here. First up, we're in Montgomery County, 4329 Donovan Drive. which is a one-level home built in 1966. So it is mid-century. 3-bed, 2-bath. It's got a quarter of an acre lot, 0.24. It says renovated 3-bed, 2-bath home with a 2-car garage. The listing agent is non-member, so it doesn't even identify who the listing agent is, which is another ridiculous MLS antic. They basically can put a listing in here anonymously, which is crazy. They already don't have to advertise if there's even a buyer broker commission at all because of those new rules. So Montgomery, Donovan Drive, super affordable, $145,000. Not sure about the integrity of that listing because it says non-member agent. Okay, next up, just went in the system. Tuscaloosa City Central, 2100 Fifth Avenue East, right there beside Midtown Village. One level, built in 1953. It is a smaller floor plan, 1,098 square feet. 4-bed, 2-bath, almost a full acre, 0.83. University Place Schools. This says investment potential. Welcome to Hard Tuscaloosa, prime opportunity potential investment. Situated near college campuses, the University of Alabama, shopping, sporting events, its strategic location is a magnet for tenants. Whether you envision residential housing or short-term rentals, the options are boundless. I don't know. Your future in the land of opportunity awaits. Currently has 2 unoccupied homes on the property. Okay, so this must be a multiple property. Yeah, I don't know. It's over there by Midtown. They want $500,000 for it. $550,000 to be exact. Dan Williams, Keller Williams franchise branch here in Tuscaloosa is the seller's agent. $550,000. All right, moving on. Back in Tuscaloosa City North, High Grove, very prestigious subdivision. A lot of new money, a lot of new homes, higher prices. 5809 Edgefield Avenue, 2-level home, brand new construction, 3,422, which is great. It has really been an influx of new construction listings here in the beginning of the year. 5-bedroom, 5 full bathroom, 1 half bathroom. My goodness. Julie Jackson, Billboard Realty is the seller's agent, and they probably are the developer as well. $875,000. That's a good opportunity there. Some of those homes are over $1 million for the same square footage and older. Okay, here we go again. We got another new construction. Alex Jackson over at Billboard Realty. Must be, they have 2 of them in there. 6144 Rosemead Street. 2-level, 3,170 square feet. So a little bit smaller. 4-bed, 3 full bath, 1 half bath. It's got over 1/10 of an acre lot, 0.15. Best schools for the ratings: Rock Quarry Elementary, Northridge High. And this one is 814.5. 814.5. All right, next up, Mr. Bernard Harwood, property manager and realtor over the Summit on Condominiums HOA. He's got a listing at the Summit right there on Veterans Memorial Parkway across from ACA. 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,120 square feet. It was built in 2006. Still very affordable compared to the others, $165,000. Those prices will definitely go up, and it'll be closer to $200,000 by the end of this year, I'm sure. All right, next up, we're in Ralph, Alabama, 16357 Chase Circle, Harvest Meadows subdivision. 1-level, built in 2005, so it is turn of the century, not quite 20 years old. Well, exactly 20 years old now. 1,569 square foot, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Got Myrtlewood Elementary, Sipsey Valley High School for the zoning. Amelia Holly over at the Southern Homes of Tuscaloosa office. And she's asking $229,900 for that one. $229,900. Okay, next up, we're in Cottondale. Feels like Tuscaloosa, but it's Cottondale, not in the city. Kings Mill Road, very recognizable with the locals. High traffic area. This is a land listing, 4.1 acres for $3,000 an acre. How about that? I'm not sure if you can develop it. The setbacks might not work without a zoning variance, but this is 4 acres in Cottondale. This is John Nixon over at Southern Homes got it listed $12,300. So that's a good opportunity to get a lot of land, maybe try to subdivide it, do something with it. Just have to look at it. Okay, next up. This one is from last year. I remember showing this house. 3608 32nd Avenue East, Arrowwood subdivision. I'm sorry. 3 bed, 2 bath, built in 1966, so it's mid-century. 1,312 square foot. Arcadia Elementary, Bryant High School for the zoning. Austin Bobo over the Keller Williams franchise location here in Tuscaloosa. It's the seller's agent. Very affordable, $184,900. Very affordable. Okay, next up, we're in Vance, Alabama. New construction, D.R. Horton. 17946 April Lee Circle, April Lee subdivision. 2-level home, 2,339 square foot, 4 bed, 2 bath, 1 half bath, just over a fifth of an acre lot, 0.22. Vance Elementary, Brookwood High School for the zoning. Terrence McClure, that's the builder's realtor, $289,900. Okay, next up, we're back on Tuscaloosa 69 South, Marion Oaks, just right here down the street from me. 14404 White Oak Drive. 1-level home built in 1977, so it is late mid-century, but it's got that ranch style 1 trestle roof. 1,674 square feet. Just over 1/3 of an acre lot, 0.38. 3 bed, 2 bath floor plan. Big Sandy Elementary, Hillcrest High School for the zoning. Sissy Sullivan over at Pritchett Moore. I do know her. She's got the listing, and they're asking $249,900 for that one. $249,900, another affordable. Okay, still Tuscaloosa 69 South, Braylon Village, very recognizable with the locals, somewhat newer. 164 Roscommon Road, 1 level. This one's built in 2007. So it's not quite 20 years old, but it's turn of the century. 1,353 square feet, so it's a smaller floor plan. Really easy electric bill. 3 bed, 2 bath, Englewood Elementary, Hillcrest High School for the zoning. Carla Ramsey over Exit Capstone Realty franchise location in Tuscaloosa. The seller's agent. $225,000 asking price. That's a good listing. That's a good listing. $225,000 is a really good buying price this close on 69. Okay. Berry, Alabama, which is Berry, Fayette County. 170 Armory Avenue. This is a mobile home, 3 bed, 2 bath on a full acre, 0.99. Berry Schools, 1,152 square foot, 1994 model. Not bad at all. Bridget Parker, First Class Real Estate Heritage Homes franchise location is the seller's agent. $65,000 asking price. Very, very affordable home if you're okay with a mobile home. Okay, next up, we got another D.R. Horton, new construction with Terrence McClure, the builder's realtor. This one's 9393 Parkway Gardens Loop. This is Parkway Gardens subdivision, different one from the April Lee. 2-level, 2,338 square foot, just the same as the last one. 5 bedroom, 3 full bathroom, under a fifth of an acre, 0.18. Englewood Elementary, Hillcrest High School. And Terrence got this one listed for $329,900. $329,900. Okay, another one in Parkway Gardens Loop. D.R. Horton, new construction. Terrence McClure again. This one's 1,774 square feet. So a little bit smaller, but a little bit better price. 3,049. I'm getting a phone call. Might be a customer, client, potential. Let me answer. Hello. Spam call, info media, something out of Colorado. Do not have time for that or the extra funds. All my marketing dollars go strictly into what we've got established. And I hardly don't do marketing with, but at least once a year. If you're going to do marketing, it's got to be if you're going to do marketing, it's got to be for the long haul. So you need to take like a full year. Make sure you're doing something that's like a full calendar year. All right, next, moving on, back in Tuscaloosa City North, new Advantage Realty realtor. She just joined with us, Deb Grimsley. Deb Grimsley is with us now at Advantage Realty. I think this is her personal home, 6020 Carlton Park Circle. It's built in 2021. It's 4,200 square feet. It's a big ass house. 5 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, 1 half bathroom. Rock Quarry Elementary, Northridge High. It's in High Grove. A lot of new money, a lot of new homes. The price hasn't gone up. I think she's got a little bit better price on it now at $1,050,000. $1,050,000. Okay, back in Northport County, Forest Glen subdivision, very popular, recognizable with the locals. 13891 Prince William Way. Definitely know some people on Prince William. One level, built in 2012, so it is turn of the century, just over a decade. 2,311 square feet. It's a very moderate size, great size for a family. 4 bed, 2 bath. Huntington Elementary, Tuscaloosa County High School for the zoning. Alex McCoon over at Next Home Legacy Group is the seller's agent for this one. $419,900 asking price. It's a really good opportunity there. All right. Yeah, no, this. Okay, here's one in Cottondale. Affordable. Super affordable. 11527 Falcon Crest Way. Falcon Crest subdivision. 1 level home built in 2006. 3 bed, 2 baths. Got a third of an acre lot, 0.36. Brookwood Schools. It must be on the further side of Cottondale. 1,300 square feet. I think I said that. Jonathan Branson over at the Keller Williams franchise branch here in Tuscaloosa. It's the seller's agent. $220,000 asking price. Yeah, this one from Demopolis. I know I saw it yesterday. So that is it for today's new listings. Let's take a look at the airport. I was talking to a client in California about this project just today. We've got equipment getting loaded. They're about to start getting trees off of the property. I am overjoyed that we've got progress now. Once I get those trees cleared out of there, the development is just right around the corner. It's no doubt. So as you can see, another gorgeous day at the the North Pickens Airport. This is our Sky Space garage condominium development site. It'll double as airplane hangars or just a place to park your toys, your car, your motorcycle. And it will also have residential space upstairs. So it'll be a garage condominium. We're going to sell those off. We've got an anchor tenant ready for the building retail space that could cover the bank loan and the bank payment commitment and get it going. Start harness the sky for this real estate business. Okay, that's it. Don't forget to call my sponsored lender, Ryan Perrenoud. He and I make a great team. When it's your time to buy, he can do all kinds of loans, new construction, one-time closing, new construction, primary home, secondary home. You want a vacation house or a vacation condo, he can do those as well. Mobile home loans, equity loans, the whole 9 yards. He can do it, and you would just he's a total asset. He's a total asset. If you'll give him a try, we are the representation you want. Okay, that's it for today. Give me a call. Let me know what your goals are, and we'll get going. My list of clients and who we're working for and looking for is growing. We've got listings coming up. I'm very excited about it, and we'll just go from there. Okay, sayonara.